Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kim Barrett Show. I am your host, Kim Barrett, and in today's episode, we are talking Christmas sales. That's right, the time of year where some business owners like to say, hey, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be quiet. People aren't spending. I'm going to give you my view, my opinion, and what I think you should do instead. Of course, if we can help you with your marketing this Christmas and beyond, head over to our free Facebook group, www.joinmygroup.com.au. We have all your marketing and sales help and more. But until then, let's jump into the show. Christmas sales. All right, guys, Kim here coming at you this week, just me. And I wanted to dive into this because I remember that when I very first started my business, people would tell me that December is going to be a quiet month. December is going to be a month where you're not going to make many sales. And I have to say that is a complete and utter BS, right? Complete and utter BS. Now, a lot of people might not want to do things at Christmas. Doesn't mean that they're not willing to spend. Now, I've got the stats. I'm just going to quickly look down to make sure I say the right numbers. But in Australia, in 2021, $23.9 billion was spent at Christmas. And in the US, $886.7 billion was spent at Christmas in 2021. Now, why are these important numbers to know or think about and have in your brains? From my opinion, right? If this amount of money is floating around, flying around the universe, right? Flying around the earth, flying around Australia, flying around the US, transactions happening here, there, and everywhere, why aren't we as business owners able to put up our hands and catch a little bit of that? Why aren't we able to bring some of that money into our businesses? I truly believe that it is possible for you to have December as your biggest month in business, but there are going to be a few little caveats that you want to think about. Because as I said, if this money is flying around, that means that the transaction, there's the Keynesian effect, like money going in, money going out, is got to move around somewhere. People are spending, but you may be conditioned to think they're not going to spend with you. Now, I took this as a challenge when someone said that to me. I took this as something that I was going to think deeply about and be like, okay, great. How can I flip that on its head? How can I make December the biggest month in my business, December and January, rather than trying to, fall into that old adage of being like, oh yeah, it's not going to be possible for me. I'm not going to make any of those Dollaruskis. And I truly believe that it's something completely different. What my belief is that you can catch as much as you want from a sales perspective in December. But one big thing that you need to take into consideration and think about is, as I said, people are willing to spend. I've proven it. Many of my clients have proven it. It's possible. But you need to reduce the time, energy, and effort that they need to put in December. Because they're busy. There's Christmas parties going on. There's shopping going on for presents. There's preparation. There's Christmas dinners. There's Christmas lunches. There's all of the prep they've got to do to get the house ready. Cleaning, pool cleaning, gardening, all that sort of stuff that's got to go down. Traveling for those that have got to travel, right? Coordinating arrangements with great Aunt May. All those different people that you've got to bring together to try and get Christmas to actually happen. So instead, what you need to look at is how can you reduce the amount of time as minimal as possible for them for December. So think about how can you onboard them into your business? How can you bring them into your world and be like, great, but you can do the work in January. If you want to do it now, great, but do the work in January. Take advantage now. Set yourself up. Don't go to New Year's Eve and your big revelation is going to be that you're going to do something in 2023. Already commit to it. Get it happening. And then as soon as January starts, you've already got a team there ready to support you. You already know that you've got something in place that you can actually use and utilize to grow your business. You've already got advertising campaigns ready to go. Let us work for you in December. You just relax. There's some of the things that we use and we've shared with our clients is to go, well, what can you do to remove that hesitation for them? Because again, as I said, people are spending. I'll say the numbers again, $886.7 billion in the US and 23.9 billion in Australia last year. That's a lot of billions going around that people are spending. So why can't they spend it with you? Why can't they, send some of that money your way? They absolutely can. Hence why I like to throw in a challenge every year. We call it Salesmas in the office, which is like, how can we have the biggest month? How can we get everyone involved? How can we look for referrals, for re-signs for our programs and masterminds? How can we try and bring in as many people as humanly possible? Because if you can do that, it will work dramatically in your business. And as I said, all I want you guys to do, this is a shorter podcast episode for you guys today, just me coming in your ears, is how can you actually think about removing any resistance until then? It might be a bonus month of December being bonus because they don't have to do any work. It might be, as I said, decreased time. They don't actually have to do anything. It might be something that you take care of for them, right? So you can use all these different thoughts, processes, approaches, and see what you can do to get as many people as possible into your world in December. So I am throwing down the challenge to you all to have a Salesmas for December. So if you're not already, join our group, www.joinmygroup.com.au. That'll just send you to our free Facebook group. Join our group and tell us, what are you doing for your own Salesmas to make Christmas your best month ever, right? The Christmas period, December. How can you make that your best month ever? I believe you can do it. I believe in you. I'd love to hear some of your creative ideas. Or if you want to spitball those ideas, so you can drop it in the comments on this video, jump across, post it in the Facebook community. We'd love to know, love to see if we can help you grow in December. And let's have a bit of fun. Let's have a bit of a challenge. Who knows? Maybe the best person will get a prize. I can't tell you yes or no. You have to get into the group to find out. So just a short one for you today. As I said, head over to the group, www.joinmygroup.com.au, and let's have a little community chit chat and see if we can come up with some ideas for you to grow your business in December. Make it your biggest month ever. See what magic we can make happen, what we can do. Until then, I'm Kim. Y'all have been awesome. Adios.